Dementia or major neurocognitive disorder is the umbrella term, and there are different, and it's chronic brain failure. Chronic brain failure. If you think about heart failure, it's not like a heart attack. It's like a chronic, slow failure of the organ, the brain, which impacts all different ways of thinking and doing and being. Underneath that, there are different subtypes. Alzheimer's is one. It's the most common one. It's the most well-known one. It's the one that people think about because the first problem that happens is usually the short-term memory. And people think about dementia as being a short-term memory problem. But as I explained, it's not just a short-term memory problem. So if the first symptom is that your short-term memory is gone, so memory for recent events, and then maybe language starts to go, and then later on, longer-term memory and other aspects, that's Alzheimer's, okay? If you have some strokes, and they can impact it can look very different depending on what part of the brain had the stroke. Someone might have difficulty with language first before having difficulty with short-term memory. They may have very well-preserved short-term memory long into their dementia journey when they have a vascular dementia or dementia related to stroke, right? Someone who has a Parkinson's disease related to dementia, or it's also sometimes called a Lewy body dementia, is going to have difficulty with level of attention. So they're going to be sleeping sometimes, awake sometimes. They're going to have a slowing of their thought process. The information's there, but it takes a lot longer to get to it, or they might need cues to bring it out. But it's not the short-term memory that goes till later on. And someone who has, let's say, a frontotemporal dementia, it's that executive part of the brain. So planning, organizing, inhibiting inappropriate thought, speech, behavior. That's going to be the first thing to go. And only later are we going to see problems with their memory. And so all of those things are dementia. By the end stage, all dementias look the same by the end. But at the beginning, they can look very different. And the way that they progress can be different.